behind the wheel, but only one rider. I just feel got me swimming like a diver. Can't let go, I got fans in Okinawa. My heart to Japan, quake losers and survivors. Norway, no, you didn't get my flowers. No way to say it better, but the killer was a coward. Face just showered, a minute in the hour. Heard about the news, whole day went sour. Feel the moment got me feeling like a lemon head. Put you in the box just as wasn't this.
Hi, I'm Professor Dumbledore. I'm here to teach you about the basics of magic. No! Ah! What is it, Hagrid?
Coach Musgrove said this was supposed to be about Texas.
Oh, okay! Then you can teach it.
Fine, I'll get Harry to help me.
What now?
We will teach these people about Texas.
Huh?
Texas!
I don't know what Texas is.
Well, that's why I'm going to teach you.
Oh.
Now, let me start.
Okay, starting in 1836. In 1836, Texas was a state, and there was about 50,000 people living there. Then, by 1850, there was about 212,000 people living in Texas. This was all because of immigration. One of the biggest reasons people immigrated to Texas was because of land.
Wait! I know this. Let me tell Harry.
Well, fine. Yell if you need me.
Not like I'll need to.
Okay.
Fine.
Texas wanted people to come and get a lot of land because when people settled there, the people improved the land and made the land around it more valuable.
I still don't know why I have to learn this.
Coach Musgrove said so you had to. Just deal with it.
Fine.
The terms of the giveaway of land changed over time. People got different amounts of land based on what they got to Texas and whether they were single or had a family.
There were also rules for the land. In the beginning, people didn't have to even live on the land. Then the rules changed. Texas made them have to live on the land for 3 years before they could own it fully.
Be quiet.
Blah, blah, blah.
Land grants let people to get hundreds of acres of land for very little or even no money. The people that immigrated to Texas got land through the land grant system. To get land, people applied for land in a particular county. And if the county leaders approved their request, they gave them a certificate for the land. Then after, the new landowner would hire a surveyor to mark off a land plot of the land that they received at payment.
I think I'm dying from boredom.
No, Harry! No!
Dude, I'm fine. I was just being sarcastic.
Phew, that's good.
Save me, though, will ya?
Let's go! That's fun! Ah. I'm glad that's over. I think we're safe.
Yeah, me too. You know, I know a little bit about Texas, too.
Not you too.
Yep, perk up your ears.
Whatever.
When people heard about the land grants, people came to Texas. They practically jumped at the chance to get cheap land when other land prices rose in other parts of the United States. Back then, land was one of Texas' resources. The more people that came to the state, the more valuable the land became. Oh, and there are more reasons of why people immigrated to Texas. Some of the reasons was because statehood made Texas seem safer to immigrants. Land was plentiful and cheap. Events in Europe, such as war and famine, led people to leave their countries, and the Panic of 1837 let people start fresh and leave their debts behind. Most people came to Texas when Texas gained statehood. Like I just mentioned, people thought that when Texas was a state, Texas would be safer and more stable. As people were settling in Texas, there were fights between Texas settlers and Indians. The settlers were hoping that the United States armed forces would end the fighting.
Well, I guess you're better than Voldemort.
Thanks a lot, Harry. You said his name. Now he's going to come and get you.
Oops. Ha ha ha.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Events in other areas made people immigrate from their homes and move to Texas. In 1837, the United States entered an economic depression called the Panic of 1837. During this event, many banks and people paid for public land with gold or silver instead of banknotes. This made it impossible or very hard for a lot of people to buy land from the U.S. government. It also made many people move to Texas to get land.
If I thought my friends were tortured, this is dying many times over.
Oh, but I'm not stopping.
Who took my wand?
When Texas gave land to individuals and families, it also gave land to impresarios. These people agreed to settle a lot of people in a short period of time. For their payment, they got grants of some of the best sections of land. I must go now and plot my revenge on you. I will see you later.
Harry, I've been looking all over for you.
Well, I'm right here.
Well, Ron told me that you were learning about Texas. I can teach you some things.
Fine.
People from all over the world immigrated to Texas in small or large groups. They were either farmers and settled in the countryside or craftsmen and lived in towns. It wasn't easy to immigrate to Texas. Back then, you couldn't take your stuff to Texas. You can only take the things most valuable to you. Texas had offered a better life, but going there would mean leaving all that was familiar. You would have to leave your family and your friends. You would have to leave your home, land, and your possessions.
See, this is what I meant when I said that the Hogwarts chain should be available to anyone who wants to use it.
This was in the 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't only the leaving everything behind part that made the immigration to Texas difficult. The journey to Texas was also very difficult. A lot of people from parts of the United States traveled overland. The roads and trails to Texas were horrible, dusty, rutted, and bumpy. Even so, many made the trip on foot, but the people traveling overseas had an even worse journey. The trip could take months. The ship was so crowded and uncomfortable, disease spread very fast, and many people died.
Wow, but I'm glad that's over.
Not yet. You still have to take a test on it given to you by Professor Dumbledore.
You wanna get behind the wheel, but only one rider. I just feel got me swimming like a diver. Take let go.